So hi Daniel, it's Anirudh and me and Suman are going to present our presentation, which is going to be the role of sustainable finance in international trade. We are newbie in giving a presentation online, so we have taken some notes in our phones and in a rough page. So please bear with us. Thanks. Yeah, can you go to the next slide? Yeah. So first one is going to be the environmental factors. These factors measures a company's or country's impact on the environment. There are three main aspects like reduce carbon footprints measured to reduce greenhouse impact and utilization of ecological technologies. Reduce carbon footprint, by this I mean that the company should engage in those methods by which they can reduce the carbon footprints, which will be good for the benefit, which will going to be beneficial for an environment. And we can also use the utilization of ecological technologies by using some biodegradable methods, so that we don't harm our environment, and it's going to be sustainable for our future generation as well. Yeah. So now comes the social factors. These are the elements that help us to evaluate the company's impact on society. If we talk about the main aspects, here comes the employment regulation. Employment regulation, by this I mean that the company should involve in the fair labor practices. They should give fair wage to their employees, and always give and do not do any discrimination against them. In indulging in supporting communities, companies can also support communities like for different underprivileged communities, which will give them have them a very positive attitude towards the society and help them to build a trust between their customers and the company. And ethical business conduct, I think this is one of the very important aspects, because ethical business conduct is very important if they want to be successful in a society and engage more customers and engage and want to be more practical in the society. Next. And here comes the governance factors. These elements help to measure a company's or organization's corporate government practices. Its main aspects are going to be transparency and accountability. By transparency, I mean that a company should be transparent with its employees, with its stakeholders. Going through company's leadership, there should be efficient company leadership strategy, so that it can motivate their employees, and they can work at their full capacity without thinking and without lagging in any other different department. And keeping a regular check on internal control, audits, and executive pay. There should always be a risk management regarding these topics, because there can be a lot of deep frauds can be happen in internal audits and executive pay. So they should involve in fair audits and fair internal control. If they keep a regular check on these three things, they can like attract more they can attract more investors and stakeholders, which will going to be benefit for which will going to help them in getting a good company reputation. And now comes the green bonds. The green bonds are like a new concept. This was like a new concept for me. I read it through your material, and when I researched about it, these are the fixed income investments. These are going to be the fixed income investments. They finance these green bonds helps to finance environmental initiatives and clean energy projects. They are mainly issued by governments, organizations, and companies. They act as like green bond often act as like tax incentives in the form of tax exemption and tax credits. So the government regularly issues these green bonds for different projects that helps to promote sustainability in the environment by different projects. I was reading about different examples recently last year. I think Apple or Walmart indulged in 20 green bonds project. And if we talk about the sustainable investing, this investing method was also new for me, and it was very insightful, because in this investment method it includes the ESG factors like environmental, social, governance factors, which are taken into concentration. And these are becoming popular day by day, and these are less expensive, and these are proving to be very cost efficient for the new investors. And I want to tell other people that they should do sustainable investing. Thanks. And here come now Suman will going to present.
Uh, Now, hello Daniel. My part is like the topic of my part is corporate social responsibilities in foreign trade. So the first topic of this corporate social responsibility in foreign trade is like ethical business activities, which means that companies should follow the ethical business activities by not following the projects that can have negative impact to the society. So the next one is safe labor practice. So labor practice is one of the most crucial part of having a good corporate social responsibility image in the society. So as we can heard, many incidents happens about laborers are not getting paid, or there is many cases of child labors also. Recently we have heard about the H&M in Myanmar, which where they use manipulated many laborers. They did not paid well, and there is many cases of the child laborers also. So this is not a good practice as a organization to follow this kind of unsafe labor practices. And the third one is social and environmental sustainability. So companies should not just focus on profit, so they should also focus on the sustainability of environment and the society. uh, Company can utilize the local resources, for example human resources and the raw material. If it's available in the local level, it should be prioritized in the local level. And also the emission and the other environmental harmness that can happen by the organization should be reduced, and some alternative should be found. So the fourth one is transparent and accountable. So as we heard many cases of greenwashing by the companies to make their image good in the society about their greenhouse emission or the carbon footprints. In my opinion, the organization should be more transparent when it comes to the carbon footprints and the financial transaction also. So it will help the organization to run their operation in sustainable way, and which could be very beneficial for the company in the long run too. So the next one is human rights. Human rights is the most crucial part of the corporate social responsibility, which we can say that it's the base of the corporate social responsibility also. Basically, the corporate social responsibility basically explains the human rights also, and also the sustainability. So I think the human right is also the most crucial part, which an organization should taken into the consideration. And the philanthropy and the charity. Uh, in my opinion, companies should not invest. Companies should donate some part of their profit to the welfare of the society, and to bring betterment to the society, so that this can help organization in the long run to make their reputation good, and help them good image in the society. And the next slide please. And here are some agreements for the financial sustainability around the world. So the first one is Paris Agreement, which was adopted under the United Nations Framework Convention for the Climate Change, and its major motto is to minimize the global warming, and help to reduce the greenhouse gases, to reduce the global warming problem. So the another one is Sustainable Development Goals, which is also adopted under the UN in 2015, which has 17 clear. They have set 17 goals, clear goals for the to have the financial sustainability for the future development. So 17 goals such as no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, clean energy, reduce inequality, and so on. And the next one is EU Sustainable Finance Taxonomy, which is developed by the under the rules and regulation of EU, and which has the major motto of green activities classification and do no significant harm principle, and it has also compliance with the regulatory framework that can have direct compliance with the EU regulations also. And the last one is I'm sorry, the second last one is carbon pricing initiatives. As I also attend the class in Hansen School in Den Bosch. The lady was talking, has explained a lot about the carbon trading and something elaborately in this class also. So it's a good initiation by the World Financial Institution, I think, where the companies can trade their carbon footprints, and there is a tax according to the carbon emission by the companies. And the last one is green transition and recovery and resilience plans. It is this program is taken under the regulation of EU, which has major goals to sustainable mobility and energy efficiency and renewable energy and the climate change, and its adaptation according to the climate change, also to the financial or the organizations that can have betterment to the society. And we as we talked about the corporate social responsibility earlier, and I want to mention some relevance of the corporate social responsibility in the real world also. And in my opinion, too, consumers and the stakeholders nowadays are getting more rational, so that they are so conscious to buying the products from the environmental and the sustainable conscious companies only. And on the other hand, there is some kind of risk that an organization can face, something like regulatory risk or something reputational, or the goodwill risk also. And I think by utilizing the local resources and the local human resources, this risk can also be mitigated by following this kind of corporate social responsibility. Overall, I want to say that by following the by investing some part of the profit in corporate social responsibility activities, do not harm to the organization, but it will help the organization in a long run to establish its good image and make a good reputation in the society too. Thank you. And here are the reference that we use for this.
Yeah, and there are the references, and thank you so much for guiding us through this whole journey for financing in foreign trade. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.